Date 3, poor thing, still a nobody, my cousin smiled at the reunion. Just then, my phone rang. Ma'am, the papers are ready to acquire their company. I smiled and said, perfect timing. Victoria collapsed into a chair, her designer dress crumpling. Why would you do this to your own family? I laughed softly. My own family? The same family that spent years mocking my career choices? The same family that offered me entry-level positions out of pity. We were trying to help you, my mother protested weakly. No, you were trying to control me, to force me into your version of success. I walked around my desk. But real success isn't about appearances or family names. It's about building something solid, something real. So this is revenge, Uncle Robert demanded. This is business, I corrected him. Phoenix Capital acquires underperforming companies and restructures them into something worthwhile. The fact that this one belongs to my family is, let's call it serendipity. Marcus stepped forward, straightening his tie. The board would never approve this. I'll have my firm. The board already has approved it, I interrupted. Unanimously, check your phone. As if on cue, their phones began buzzing with news alerts. The stock was already plummeting as the market reacted to the announcement. Victoria looked up from her phone, tears streaking her mascara. You've destroyed us. No, I said firmly, I've saved you from yourselves. Phoenix Capital specializes in turning failing companies around. In 6 months, Anderson Technologies will be stronger than ever, just not under Anderson management. And what happens to us? My mother asked quietly. I pressed another button, and new documents appeared on the screens. You'll each be offered fair compensation for your shares. Generous severance packages for the current executives. And I smiled slightly. I might have some entry-level positions available. You know, a foot in the door. The irony wasn't lost on them. Victoria stood up abruptly, smoothing her rumpled dress. You won't get away with this. I already have. I sat back down at my desk. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a company to restructure. They left in stages. First Marcus, already on the phone with his law firm. Then Uncle Robert, supporting a shell-shocked Victoria. My mother lingered at the door. All this time, she said softly, you were building this empire. All this time, I confirmed, while you were busy being embarrassed by my small consulting business. She shook her head slowly. I don't even know you anymore. No, I agreed, you never did. After they left, I walked to the window, watching the city buzz below. Maria appeared with fresh coffee. Their security passes have been deactivated at Anderson Tech. She reported, the transition team is already in place, and the press is clamoring for an interview with the mysterious Phoenix. Several have already figured out the family connection. I smiled, let them speculate. Actions speak louder than interviews. My phone buzzed one last time, a text from Victoria. I hope you're happy. You've torn this family apart. I typed back, no Victoria, I've just shown you what real success looks like. Over the next few months, Phoenix Capital transformed Anderson Technologies. We streamlined operations, fixed the semiconductor division, and built genuine partnerships in the Asian market. The stock price, after an initial drop, climbed steadily, based on real performance rather than family reputation. I kept my promise about job offers. Marcus now works in our legal department, at entry level, of course. Victoria declined her offer, but Uncle Robert surprised everyone by accepting a position as a senior advisor. Turns out he actually knows quite a bit about technology when he's not busy promoting the family name. The next family reunion was interesting. Aunt Patricia still hosted it at her Hampton estate, though the crowd was notably smaller. The usual bragging was replaced by more subdued conversations. And me. I sat in the same corner as always, sipping champagne and watching. Deanna. Victoria approached near the end of the evening, her designer clothes a little less flashy than before. I've been thinking about what you said. About real success, she hesitated. Will that entry-level position still be available? I studied her for a moment. Come by the office on Monday, we'll talk. As I drove home that night, I thought about success and its many definitions. The Andersons had always measured it in appearances, in stock prices, and press coverage and designer labels. But real success, I'd learned, was about building something meaningful, even if nobody knows your name. The next morning, I arrived at my office early. The Phoenix Capital logo glowed against the dawn sky, while 40 floors below, the old Anderson Technologies sign was being replaced. Marie met me with my usual coffee. The board meeting is set for 10 o'clock. They want to discuss the next acquisition. I smiled, thinking of another family-owned company I'd been watching, one run by distant cousins who'd always looked down on the failed Anderson daughter. Perfect timing, I said. Let's show them what real success looks like. This is where our story comes to end. Dear listeners, please share your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to like, share, and follow. Thanks to all for your support.